My name is Eric Parker. I am a real estate broker. I started working for Masiello Group shortly after I moved to New Hampshire. Got my real estate license, worked for them for 2 years, did all the process that I needed to become a real estate broker as quick as I could, and then opened my own firm, L.E. Parker Properties. So part of the reason that I wanted to go into business for myself was so that I could not only help people buy and sell real estate, but also I wanted to manage rentals. And one of the things I offer as a property manager is I do about 90% of the repair work myself. My partner, Tammy Squires, is amazing. She's a fantastic dancer, and she's actually the reason I was asked to be in Dancing with the Stars. She saw me dancing with my wife at an event at the Colonial Theater, and word spread, I guess, and next thing I knew, I get a call from Sonia, and here I am. I was actually quite excited about it because my wife and I have been avid dancers for years. It's actually how my wife and I met. She came up to me in a bar. I was known for kind of dancing with any available lady, and she came up to me and said, "If you ask me to dance, I won't say no." So of course I waited 2 songs and then asked her to dance, and we've been together ever since. This past January, we competed in an amateur dance competition for Arthur Murray in Venice, Italy. It was an international competition, and we ended up winning quite a few awards. Our studio won top studio in the world. I won best amateur leader for my age group, and my wife won best amateur follower for her age group, and then combined we won best amateur couple. It was a small competition. We currently have 3 dogs and 4 cats. And we have also, over the years, we have fostered both with MHS, Monadnock Humane Society, and some other local rescues, working with their Animal Safety Net program, which is people who are maybe in the hospital or going through a hardship and cannot take care of their animals. We will actually take them in for weeks or months, whatever it takes for those people to get back on their feet and back home, and then we return those animals to them. And I do a lot of volunteering and donating to the Monadnock Humane Society. The work I did in 2020 and in 2021 led me to win the New Hampshire Realtors Good Neighbor Award, which is awarded to the New Hampshire realtor who does the most good in the community. I helped Humane Society actually raise over $40,000 to get a new generator system, but I also help out with their big events every year, their Walk for Animals and the Hairball, of course, which is every year wins top event, charity event in Keene. So things with Tammy are great. I know that in the past she has done mostly swing and Lindy Hop style dances, so I have decided to try to push her a little bit and get her to do a smooth dance this year. Yeah, she's doing amazing, and it's just a ton of fun, and Rich is helping get us this all together. Can't wait for the performance.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun.
Leading off and dancing the foxtrot, Eric Parker with Tammy Squires.
I'm Sarah Rosa. And I work for Bigelow Tea. Bigelow is the #1 specialty tea brand in the USA. You'll find it in every grocery store, the co-op. You'll find it pretty much everywhere. It's a great brand. I am a sales manager for Bigelow. I call on the retailers within the area of Maine through the Mid-Atlantic. Some of the retailers that I call on are Big Y, Tops, Shaw's, Price Chopper. What I love about my job is that I travel a lot and I get to work from home. I get to stay with my Teddy, my golden retriever, and just enjoy the sunshine right from my office. I also have Izzy, who is a Bengal kitty. And I have Kitty, which is just, his name is Kitty. When Sonia first asked me to join the Dancing with the Stars for this year, I was very excited and I jumped at the opportunity. I did have the opportunity 4 years ago before COVID and practiced, and then a week before the performance, everything shut down. So I've been looking forward to this opportunity again for the last 4 years. Outside of work, what's important to me is my health. I love to work out. I work out currently at Form 603. I do the Weekday Warrior classes along with spin classes. Once the warmer weather comes around, then I will start running again outside rather than on my treadmill. My plan is to do the DeMar half this year. I've done it a couple times in the past, really enjoyed it, and going to be doing it again this year. It is a goal of mine. Family is extremely important to me. I have 2 sons, John and Bryce Blake. John is married to Amber, and they just welcomed their first baby, a son, Dutton, on Labor Day. He's 6 months old now, and he is just the love of my life right now. He's everything. Bryce and Marielle are getting married on June 29th of this year. I also have a great nephew, Wyatt, who is my niece Hillary's son, and she's expecting her second child any day now. My husband, Eric, we have been married for 7 years. Unfortunately, my dad passed away last year on Valentine's Day. We miss him terribly, and I know he's here with me though, cheering me on. I also am on the board of directors at the Italian Club. The Italian Club is who is sponsoring me this year for Dancing with the Stars. It's a great private club. If you haven't checked it out, they're on Wood Street, and we're always looking for new members. My partner is Rich Clough. Practices are going extremely well. I feel like I'm catching on quickly. The moves that we practiced 4 years ago, they came back fast. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now. It's gonna be a great show. Our second practice, and things are coming back from 4 years ago. It's going well.
It's not redemption song, but it's redemption dance.
That's right, it is.
And now dancing the swing, Sarah Russa with Richard Clough.
My name is Melanie Fedorowicz, and I have been a teacher for 17 years. I'm a teacher at Chesterfield School. This is my 4th year at Chesterfield, and I was at Keene High School for 13 years before that. I love that Chesterfield provides me the opportunity to also have my children attend the school that I teach at, even though we reside in Keene. Genevieve is 8 years old, almost 9, and Violet is 6 years old. So I teach all grade levels here, K through 8, so I see students from when they're 5 all the way up to 14. So it's really great to foster that relationship and see the students grow from year to year and grade to grade, because I am the only art teacher here. I see most students once a week, and I teach everything, all kinds of media, so painting, printmaking, different drawing materials, clay, sculpture. I have a kiln in my room. I also teach art history, field trips to museums, also having a visiting artist, that's something important too. And last year we had artist Wendy Klempler come and work with students to build 2 moose, where they're now in the center courtyard, the big one and the little one. So Chesterfield School is such an amazing place to work. We have the best students, I have the best colleagues, and every day is something new and different here at the school. Okay, so when I first got that email, I joked and I turned to my husband and I was like, yes, 1,000 times yes. I love dancing. I'm always the one out on the dance floor. I love it. I love getting out there and putting myself out there. So I was super excited. So once I was like 1,000 times yes, I was like, well, am I famous enough for Dancing with the Keene Stars? So no, I was super excited and couldn't wait to get started. So outside of work, what is important to me is first and foremost my family and my friends and spending really quality time with people that I love. I love to travel. I'm very fortunate. We just got back from a family trip to Puerto Rico. We got to go to the rainforest, a snorkeling boat trip. I got to read and lay out in the sun on the beach and hear the waves, which is just about my most favorite thing. Oh, karaoke. I am also a karaoke person too. We might have to have a duel. So my partner is Rogerio Wasilewski, and he is my friend and my colleague here at Chesterfield School. He has had a lot of dance experience. It's going really well. We're trying to choreograph our dance right now. Rich and Pam have been amazing teaching us the basic cha-cha. He is definitely challenging me to go outside of my comfort zone. Doing flips that I'm not sure where my body is supposed to be ending up. I keep asking him for some visuals of these flips, and he says just to trust him, don't hold on to his shirt, and just let my body go where it needs to go. So I am working on that.
Everything's fine. We're doing our everything for this, and we're getting ready.
Rich and Pam are amazing. They'll get us where we need to be.
Yes.
Right? I hope.
Vote for us.
And now dancing the cha-cha, Melanie Fedorowick with Rogerio Wasilewski.
My name is Emily Nichols, and I'm an RN IBCLC, and I've been here at Cheshire Medical Center for almost 28 years. I've been doing lactation for probably about 25, so I have a few years of experience under my belt. I think what I love most about my work is working with the new families and moms that come along. I love seeing parents come in and then transition to be a family when they have a baby here with us, and helping them become that couple and parents that they want to be. And breastfeeding is a big part of that in the beginning, so I really like to be their support system and just help them navigate that new road and journey into parenthood. It's new for all of us, and so you need lots of support. You need your village, and I like to be part of that village. So today I'm working with Sarah Madden. She's not only a colleague, but she was a patient of ours, and her baby Luca. And focusing on positioning and correct hold and supporting mom and baby in the first few days with learning how to latch is really crucial. So we spend a lot of time making sure all the pillows are correct, that mom feels well supported, that the baby's head is at a good angle, and all of this will make a big difference with the latch and helping make breastfeeding much more successful. So when Sonia first asked me, she sent me an email, and I didn't reply right away. And then she sent me another email and then a text message. And I initially was pretty terrified, so it took me a long time to accept and say yes. And then when I did, she sent me lots of thank you emails. I've been on the Project Grad committee for 3 years. I buy the gifts. I love it because I get to go shop all year long for clearance deals and find things that I think that the graduating seniors would like. And so it's a way for me to help out, be on the committee. I stay up all night with the kids and participate, but I get to be behind the scenes. So this year is something completely different, to be out on stage and in front of people. Outside of work, what's most important to me is my family and friends. We have 4 children. Our twins are 25. Our son is 20, and our daughter is 18. My husband and I have been married 26 years, and we actually went to Project Grad together. We met in high school, and we're high school sweethearts, and we've been together ever since. So we attended Project Grad in 1996. Most people know that I really like to do home renovations. We own 12 apartments and we're always refinishing or redoing something. And so this year I have begged my husband to teach me how to use the chainsaw. So I'm still a little nervous, but I'm working on it, and I'm super excited at 45 to be learning how to use the chainsaw. My partner is Adam Barubi, and I was super excited to get to work with him. He owns Fireworks and the restaurant Muse downtown in Keene. We're both really busy people active in our community, so getting together has been really challenging, but we are going to make it work. And I'm excited to have his energy and my energy and put together something fun that the audience will really enjoy.
It's going great. It's our first rehearsal together, and I think we're definitely going to win this.
Oh yeah, we're in it to win it, for sure.
And now dancing the swing two-step, Emily Nichols with Adam Barubi.
My name is Jared Von Horst. I'm a firefighter for the town of Brattleboro. I've been doing this as a full-time profession for just shy of 2 years. I've been in the fire service since I was 14 as an explorer and volunteer call company experience. So decided a couple years ago it was time to hop on the thing. Best job in the world. So normal day, we work 24 hours and we start at 8 and we go to 8 o'clock the next day. Normal day, I'm gonna come in the morning, we have a cup of coffee, we help the off-going shift, washing trucks, getting stuff, and then whatever I'm assigned to, whether it's an ambulance or a fire truck, I'm going to do my daily check on it, go through, make sure all the equipment's there, ready to go. And then we'll have a morning meeting with the person who's in charge that day, whether it's a captain or a lieutenant, kind of go over what we're gonna do, and then we'll have our morning break. We start eating, and next thing you know, that bell goes off and off we go. Sometimes it's an hour later, sometimes it's 5 hours later, but we eat very well here. So yeah, like we saw this morning, went out for what we call a master box alarm. Everybody's seen them. The fire alarm boxes on the street corners or on a building. It's over 100 years of use. We're still using it today. It's one of the quickest way of getting us to go, and that's for any emergency, whether it's a medical emergency, fire. It's cool that it's still going today. This is where we sleep. This is our house. We're here for 24 hours. We spend over a quarter of our lives here, so it is kind of like our house. These are some of our bedrooms. The thing I like best about the Brattleboro Fire Department is we've been here since the 1800s, and there's so much history here. This picture right here was one of the first chiefs. Stuff's changed a lot in the day-to-day life, the way we fought fires back in, you know, this guy's dressed up in a suit and tie. Now our chief, he's gonna have full bunker gear on like us, so that's kind of changed. That's how the times change, but it's just cool to see that history. So every day we're doing at least an hour of training, whether it's EMS, we teach CPR classes out in town. Our job really is dynamic. As an all hazards department, we do swift water rescue, we do ice water rescue, and we do below grade confined space rescue. After a fire, we come back. Stuff's obviously dirty. We have to clean it. So this is our hose tower. We'll hook on it, run it up. We wash them, they hang, they dry. Then we roll them up and put them on this rack to store or repack the trucks, because all our trucks all have hose on them too. My wife and I are friends with Sonia. We got an email, or she had called Beth and said, "Do you think Jared would want to do Dancing with the Stars?" And Beth's like, "I don't know, I don't think he will." And I was like, hell yeah, like, let's do this. So I've always kind of been spontaneous with stuff, and I experienced Project Grad. I graduated high school in 2003, and it's come full circle because my daughters, in a couple years before we know it, will be experiencing Project Grad too. And I had some really good memories, so that's another reason why I kind of did it. Outside of work, one of the most important things to me is my family. My wife, Beth, my two daughters, Ella and Jillian. We spend a lot of time with the typical kids stuff. My daughters play baseball, Ella's starting softball, and then recently we've taken up figure skating. So that kind of takes up our time. I like working around my house. I have a tractor. I also am a gentleman goat farmer. One of my spontaneous things, I've had goats for about 5 years now, so I enjoy that. So my partner is Colleen Berry. She is a very good dancer. I'm just picking up. I'm trying to figure out not my two left feet, and I get excited. I bought a pair of tap shoes, which I didn't think I'd ever do.
I think it's going great. This is only our second practice, and we're learning the rumba.
I'm figuring it out too. Every day.
Now dancing the rumba, Jared Vonderhorst with Colleen Berry.
I'm Ren Doyle. I'm a dispatcher with Southwest New Hampshire District Fire Mutual Aid. We are emergency dispatchers for the city of Keene and 77 surrounding towns in Southwest New Hampshire and Southeast Vermont. We dispatch fire and emergency medical services. Been doing this about 2 years. Prior to that, I did 14 years of police work, mostly in Swansea and in Fitzwilliam. During snowstorms, we could be running anywhere from 20 to 30 calls at a time because of how big of our area is. I think we generally dispatch around 20,000 calls a year. That's anything from just a minor motor vehicle accident, checking on people and no transports or anything like that, to multiple alarm fires that involve 20 or more different agencies that are working. We are not 911. 911 is answered first in Concord or by state police in Vermont. Then they get just the initial call, and then we speak to the caller. We'll get a pre-alert saying that there's a 911 call coming in. 911 will call over, and if we have any further questions for the caller, we can ask the caller ourselves, and then we hang up and deal with the fire side of things. So I'm an EMT and firefighter for Richmond and Fitzwilliam fire departments. I live right on the town line, and that's all volunteer. So if I'm in town and available to help, I usually will respond and do what I can to do to help. So I've been to a couple Dancing with the Keene Stars, watched a couple of my fellow police officers and firefighters compete. A lot of my theater friends have competed in it. Never thought I would get asked. Yeah, I've known Sonia for a couple of years. Last year when we were working on The Wizard of Oz, she asked me if I would be interested, and I jumped at the chance. First and foremost, outside of work, my family is the most important to me. I've been married to Melanie for over 23 years. Together we've raised 3 children that I'm equally proud of, each and every one of them. Got twin boys that are going to be turning 21. One's in the Navy, one's in the Army. My Navy son is a construction mechanic, and my Army son is actually reclassing to be a combat medic. My daughter just graduated last year from Dean College with dual degrees in theater acting and theater management, and she is actually getting ready to head to New York to pursue a career in Broadway, hopefully, is her aspiration. I do enjoy acting myself. In fact, because of my daughter and one of my sons, a couple of years ago, I got back into acting. Monadnock School was looking for some adults to fill out a cast. I volunteered and got the acting bug back, and since then I've done a couple of shows with Monadnock. I perform pretty regularly with Small Pond in Marlborough. I have 2 dogs. My pit bull is more of a pet. She really doesn't. She's getting older. She's happy sitting on the couch. I also have a beagle who's my rabbit hunting dog. We hunt rabbits quite a bit. When I'm not involved in theater, I practice Aikido. Been doing that for probably about 12 years now, off and on. Oh, Megan Condrat is my partner, and I am having an absolute blast with her. We've met a couple times before. She's just such a ball of energy. A little bit of pressure because, she's one half of the defending champs from last year, so I feel like I really got to kind of step into those shoes. But it's been a pleasure to work with her. I've never partner danced before, so that's like my big challenge, but she's been great and kind of, I think her feet are recovering from the couple times I've stepped on them already.
It's going great. I think we might win this. We got a chance.
We're on the right track.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's looking good.
Second lesson and we're already turning, so.
And now dancing the swing, Ren Doyle with Megan Condrat.
My name is Sue Silver. I am a happily retired mother of 1. I worked in banking for almost 30 years. The last 15 were at Connecticut River Bank, which became Mascoma Bank. I came into the office on an April Fool's Day, and my door was closed, and as I went in and I opened my door, and my office was fully and completely sticky noted. Of course, I thought it was hysterical and laughed, and there was the sigh of relief, and I remember this gentleman saying, "I knew you're either going to really, really like it or be really, really mad." I also enjoy volunteering. I'm involved with the Lions Club, involved with Monadnock International Film Festival. I am a mother of one, almost 40-year-old who lives with me. He has an online retail shop that's doing pretty well. So this is a picture of my family, 6 of us. My parents had me when they were older. My mom was 40, my dad was 48. So they always seemed old. I just remember my dad with white hair. My oldest brother, Bill, looks like Santa and actually has a Santa outfit. I enjoy quilting. It's a new passion of mine. Abigail is very helpful when I'm sewing. She likes to sit on my fabric and So I'm making quilts for 2 small boys. They're about 4 and 7. They're both the same pattern, just different fabrics, so they can't say, I like yours better, I like yours better. So now I've begun making 3 more, which are same pattern but different fabrics, and they're for 3 of my very dear friends who are in the audience. I look forward to summer so I can spend time swimming and sunning, and that's when I'll do my reading. I grew up around water, so I've been swimming since a very young age. I've always wanted a pool. It just brings me joy. Anybody's welcome anytime, just text me first. I like original artwork. I don't like to spend a ton of money on it. And it has to speak to me. One of my son's friends did a very quick watercolor of them. I think he said it took about a half an hour, but it's really great. So I took it and had it framed and matted. And actually I have one local woman who's no longer with us named Anne Ladam, who I got her painting of the lilies at a St. Joe's auction. So I've been attending Keene Dances with the Stars for probably most every year that's been going on. Sonia asked me this year if I would like to participate, and my immediate reaction was no. But I'll think about it. And so her response was, remember our friend Deb went out of her comfort zone and auditioned for the Dowager in Anastasia and got the role. So I said yes for 2 reasons. The main reason is for a good cause, and the second reason is, why not? So my partner is Artie Knowles. I've got to know Artie over the years. We've done a lot of Lions Club shows together. So we were both very excited when we found out that we were paired together. We've had 2 rehearsals, and we have 5 more planned. So
It's going well.
It's going well. We forget to laugh a few times.
I think so. We're going to do our best.
We have 7 lessons scheduled, so.
Today was number 1.
Oh, 1.
And we're just learning how to walk. Let's see.
Gotta walk before you dance.
Yes.
And now dancing the Broadway Foxtrot, Susan Silver with Artie Knowles.
So I'm Toby Towsley. I'm currently a property manager, and that's kind of a small piece of what I do. I'm really more hands-on. My background is in the building trades, and it's really how I've become a property manager. I started out life as an electrician and got into plumbing and HVAC and building houses and doing remodeling, and along the way I bought a house and fixed it up and moved into another one and fixed it up and kept fixing up and buying, and it was more important to become a property manager. But everything I have is right in Keene. It's I've got about 30 locations and not quite 200 tenants. I still have a crew. We still are actively working every day. I got my Leatherman with me every day because I'm that kind of hands-on guy. We can do a kitchen and bath every month for the next 10 years and never finish. It's just what we do. So when I'm not working, I enjoy snowboarding, water skiing, motorcycling, and I dance with my wife. That's a big piece of our life together. It's a great way to connect. We do some traveling. And what's really important lately is grandkids. Our kids are grown adults, and they're important, obviously, but the grandkids have really become a big piece of our life. And family get-togethers are always fun, and parents are working, and so we'll see them for the day or whatever. And when we get to send the kids back home and not have to worry about it anymore. So this is my youngest daughter, Agata. She works for me as office manager. and she has a child who's about 16 months old, and she brings him in to work with him every day. His name is Milo. My wife and I had been dancing with Pam and Rich Clef for a number of years, so I knew they were struggling with getting people to join in for Dancing with the Keene Stars. So I volunteered this year and expressed an interest, and they reached out to me and said they'd be glad to have me, and I'm glad I threw my hat in the ring. It's a lot of fun. It's a good group of people, and it's for a great cause. So I started off with a partner of Becca Wilder, who is a bubbly bundle of joy. Unfortunately, her work added a bunch of work onto her caseload, and so she had to back out. So as a substitute, I'm working with Pam Clough, who I've known for a number of years. And Pam is a Lamborghini, and I am a tractor driver. And we're trying to work that out. More me working out than her. It's going along, and I enjoy working with Pam and Rich both. It's a lot of fun and a lot of work, but I enjoy it very much.
Are you happy to be partnered with me?
I'm a little intimidated.
I told him that was a good thing, that he could be intimidated, and it's okay.
I'll work it out.
He's doing great, though.
And now dancing the two-step swing, Toby Towsley with Pamela Clough.
My name is Jacob Carroll. I am the middle school language arts and social studies teacher here at Trinity Christian School. It is my first year of full-time teaching, and I'm so excited to start my career here at a school that not only I went to, but that I care about so deeply and I think is such a light in our community. It's been a great first year so far. Yeah, so I went to Trinity from preschool through 8th grade, and then once I graduated back in May, it just so happens that they had a position available for exactly what I went to school to study, which was secondary education and English. So I did look around a little bit more, but it sort of felt like it was meant to be in a way. Like it really did feel like divine intervention that I was supposed to teach at this place I cared about so deeply because the position was right there. So I interviewed and I kind of toured the school, this time from a teacher's perspective, and I just decided that it was the right place for me to be at. It felt like home, and it felt like such a supportive environment, especially for my first year, and I think I definitely made the right decision. When Sonia asked me to join Dancing with the Keene Stars, I was actually really excited. I helped out with Dancing with the Keene Stars when I was at Keene High School. I did tech for the show one year, and then I was outside doing bake sale another year, and it was always just so much fun. Like I love the energy of the show, just all these people coming to celebrate their friends and family doing this ridiculous thing on stage, and it's all for a good cause. It's just, I love the energy. So I was super excited that she asked, and I've been doing theater since I was in 3rd grade, and I've always thought that dancing was my weakest of the musical theater trifecta of singing, acting, and dancing. So I was excited to get the opportunity to just focus on dancing and nothing else, because that's what this is, right? So it's been nice to put all of my energy and focus on just dancing, and I hope to improve. I hope this will be a nice boost in my dancing skills. Outside of work, I think the arts is really important to me. I have been, theater really takes up most of my time when I'm not at work. It's my second job that I volunteer to do, which is amazing. I love it. It's such a good environment to be in with really good, solid people that are so supportive, and I just feel so loved when I do shows in the area. I also love to write. I have a writing journal that I write in almost every day. I think that poetry is like free therapy. It forces me to make sense of all of my thoughts and emotions. Another thing I like to do outside of work is visit local art museums. I think it's great to support local artists and just to really be immersed in that human experience that they provide. And of course, I also love to spend time with my family, even though we are all kind of scattered. I have an older sister who is a nurse down in Florida. She and I are like night and day, but I still love her even when we're fighting. And yes, my mom is my biggest fan. She always has been. I don't think I would be where I am in life without her. Shout out to Mom, I love you. My dance partner is Maria Gagno, and I'm having so much fun so far. I met Maria about a year ago. We did the Wizard of Oz together, and I was a Tin Man and she was one of my dancing trees. So we have danced together before, just not quite like this. So it's been nice to work with her on a more personal level and to just hang out. It's great. We have similar interests, similar friends, and it's just great to get to know her and to dance with her. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's our first rehearsal. I think it went really well.
I think it was. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. And I mean, I'm in it to win it, so I think this is a great first rehearsal. I think we're in good shape.
The most confident star that there is. So yeah, apparently we're definitely gonna win it.
And now dancing a disco cha-cha, Jacob Carroll with Maria Ganio.